This whole concept of women lowering their standard, bitch, you are the low standard. The fuck are you on about?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
lower
yeah,
my
yeah,
standards.
yeah.
You are the low.
Bear with me, bear with me. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. We about to get started. About to get started. Everybody hit the like button. The more people like, the more people come into the live. Bear with me. We about to get started. I just want to check one thing before we get started. Hope y'all can hear me. Let me double check that y'all can hear me. Hold on. Yeah, y'all can hear me. All right, let me check one thing real quick. Let me check one thing. If you're new to the live, just go ahead and fast forward this part. You know? But I just gotta check one thing. I should have checked it before I went live, but this is a ghetto live stream. It's educational, but still ghetto. Entertaining, but still ghetto. Maybe that's part of its appeal, you know? Do rag activity. Let's try it out.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Here we go. There we go. You are the low standard. All right. So yeah, if y'all want me to stay on 2 hours this good Sunday morning, I'm looking to meet a $15 live stream goal. Cash App, PayPal, pinned to the top of the chat. It's also in the description. Or you could do super chat, super sticker. That's the dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Please hit the like button. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. All right. These black simps always talking about my black queen this, my black queen that. Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. Yada yada. My black queens, yada yada yada. Look, I think they're lying. I think all the things I dislike about black women, all these pro black simp niggas dislike about black women. All the shit I can't stand about black women, all these pro black simps can't stand about black women. So why are they lying? Um, to pander so they can get black pussy. That's one reason. Hey, maybe they like black pussy, but they don't like black women. Or to get likes and attention for being pro black, to build a platform or for being pro black. But I want to be very clear. I'm gonna say it again. Everything that I can't stand about black women, Dr. Umar can't stand about black women. I mean, if you sat him down in front of me and I asked him about it, he would try to deflect. I'd be like, "Hey, do you dislike all the stuff I dislike about black women?" No, see what had happened was the system and the white man. See, the white man back in 1960. I know I ain't ask you all that. Do you like black women with funky attitudes? Do you like when black women act masculine? Do you like when black women wear all these different color weaves and shit in their head? Do you like when black women got snuffleupagus eyelashes? All these BBLs and shit. Do you like it? Do you think it's respectable and presentable when all these black women showing up to airports and at Walmart in pajama pants and bonnets? That's respectable. That's making black people look good in the public. Stop the fucking cap. A lot of black men like black pussy, but they don't like black women. And they'll pretend to like black women to get black pussy and to get money and to build platforms. But yeah, I don't believe these black men talking about how much they just, I love my sister so much. You know they be in the comments. I'm down for my black girl. I'm down for my black sister. I mean, it sounds good. It sounds noble, and that's why you saying it. But you can't stand all the shit I can't stand about black women. But you ain't gonna talk about that because you're staying on code by not saying it. But I know it's true. You're not gonna convince me that these motherfuckers like this shit that I don't like. Black men don't like that. A lot of black women, most black women, in my opinion, are masculine as fuck. Because at that point, are you gay? If you a black man and you love your black sisters and 90% of your black sisters masculine as fuck, but you still want to fuck with them, does that make you gay for liking masculine women? Because it seems a little gay to me, bro. You fuck with women who say, suck my dick, nigga. I'll fuck you up, nigga. Suck my dick. You feel me, nigga? What's cracking? You love that? You might be gay if you love that. You want to date that? Yeah, you might be a homosexual. Yeah, you might be a motherfucker homosexual. You like a bitch who poke you in your forehead and threaten to beat you up? Might be gay, bro. You might be gay. Do all black women do that? No. Is that an extreme example? Yes. But even the black women who so-called not masculine, pretty damn masculine to me. I don't know, man. I just don't believe y'all. Y'all got the right to say what you want to say and believe what you want to believe, and I got the right to not believe you black simps who talk about how much you love your black queens. Most black women are far from lovable, so what's wrong with you, bro? You either mentally ill or gay. See, these black simps ain't coming online talking about I love 10% of my black sisters or I love 20% of my black sisters. They just saying I love my black sisters. I mean, look, if you want to love them through their dysfunction, that's your right. But you're not going to convince me that you love the dysfunction. You're not going to convince me of that. Let's get into it.
Who you're dating this new guy, he has set up a date. The day of the date has come. Now, a lot of you ladies, when it comes to the day of the date, you don't hear anything but crickets. You probably don't hear from him for a few days, and then he acts like nothing ever happened. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the ladies where the guy actually reaches out to you the day of the date. However, let's just say the date was at 7 o'clock. You don't hear from him all day. And then you reach out to him, which you shouldn't, but you do. You reach out to him like an hour before, just checking in, seeing if the date is still on. Crickets. Then, around the time that you're supposed to go on the date, but a little bit after, here he come. He responding like it's all good. Oh, what's up? How was your day? How are you doing? Absolutely not, sir. Because now he's playing with you. He's literally checking your temperature to see if you're desperate enough to let him set up a date, plan the date, and then you have to reach out to him the day of the date.
You don't love that. Is there any black brothers in here who love their black queens? You don't love that, though. You can't argue. I don't believe you if you tell me you love this energy. You don't. You don't. And then another thing about my black sisters, my black queens, they love all this fucking attention. I'm not saying it ain't a bunch of white women on TikTok and shit, desperate for attention. It's a woman thing. But oh my goodness, man. It's like everything else. It's going to be amplified in the black community. All the negative shit that's going on with white people in America is amplified in the black community. Get the fuck off the internet, sis. Can't this shit. Hey, look, I'm gonna talk about something I said yesterday. That somebody left a comment in the comment section and said you need therapy, brother, and he was probably right. So I said yesterday, because if anybody watched yesterday's stream, if you start at about the 25-minute mark of yesterday's stream, because I only went live one time yesterday, it's still up. I told the story about me getting a massage by a black woman, how she was hood, and the room smelled like Black and Mild, and she was massaging me hard as fuck. Her hands was dry and bony, like it was just fucked up. She was massaging me hard as fuck with those bony ass dry hands. She had tattoos on her neck and shit. It was a bad experience. But the point is, on yesterday's stream, I said, but once I realized that my massage therapist was a black woman, I thought about canceling it because I said that the thought of a black woman rubbing me down repulsed me. And it's not because I'm a hateful racist against my own kind. It's because I don't associate black women with anything positive, soft, light, nurturing, caring, happy. I associate black women with hating black men, darkness, hatred, negativity, bad attitudes, dysfunction. So, so when you think about somebody like that rubbing you down, and it may have not been true because I'm not saying that would have been the case 100% of the time, but it is 80% of the time. So when I thought about going to get a massage from a black woman, I'm like, this is probably going to be some bullshit. And I was right. It was some bullshit. But I just wanted to clear up the whole thing about me saying I was repulsed by the idea of a black woman rubbing me down. It's because black women have done everything in their power to be associated with aggression, negativity, and hatred. So let's take it away from race. Okay, think back in the 1920s when, you know, a lot of white people was treating black people like subhumans and treating them like shit, and including white women, even though they were sneaking and fucking us and all that. But okay, that's another story. White women were treating us like shit, throwing shit at us, calling us niggers. So back then, as a black man in the 1920s, you would have been repulsed at the idea of a white woman giving you a rub down. That wouldn't even compute in your brain. Like, you think about, you just want to relax, you want some softness, you want some kindness when you're getting rubbed down. You're not thinking about some racist white bitch who just hit you in the head with a bottle, rubbing you down kindly and sensually. That shit would repulse you. And that's where I'm coming from with the idea of a black woman rubbing me down repulses me. Because black women have went out of their way their whole lives to treat me like dog shit and spew their hatred towards me. So why would I want somebody like that? Even though I know it's not all, but if that's my association in my head, why would I want somebody like that rubbing me down? It would repulse you. Would a Jew want Hitler to rub him down? Never mind.
Checking your temperature to see if you're desperate enough to let him set up a date, plan the date, and then you have to reach out to him the day of the date when you don't hear from him.
Did she say one breaking all the noise, the mouth? That shit was crazy. So anyway, let's talk about it. Are there good black women in America? That's a rough question. That's a rough question. I'm gonna try to answer it though. It gotta be some. Yeah, it gotta be some. Yeah, it gotta be some. But here's my philosophy on that. You know, fuck it. I'll say I don't know any. Okay, let me let me clean this up a bit. Not that I'm trying to clean it up, but I just want to speak concise and precise. Shout out to Lucky. Shout out to Divine Photos, Cold Blue Steel, Scotty Boom. Okay, are there good black women in America? Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Okay, have I ever met one? Let me think for a second. Even the black women in my family. Well, let's talk about the black women in my family. I love them. Take a bullet for them. But if I'm being objective, far as in the context of a romantic relationship with a man, no, the women in my family aren't good women. Most of them. I got two relatives that got married early. Their dad was really strict. I'm not going to say which family members, but I have family members where their dad was really strict. He was really religious. He ain't take no shit. He was a patriarch and proud. He was a religious patriarch and proud. And they grew up in the projects. And I love using them as an example because it's a beautiful example. They grew up poor. I mean, he was a hardworking man, but he had a lot of kids. So the money spread thin. He was a hardworking religious patriarch. And he had, I forgot all the kids he had, but I'm just talking about the two female daughters, the two daughters he had. He raised them up. He raised them up right. He raised them in the church, and they got married young, and I think they still married to their husbands now. He's the example I will point to of how a black family could do it right, even living in the hood, and still raise wonderful, upstanding, lovely people. See, the problem in the black community is it ain't enough strong black men in the households keeping that bitch in check and keeping them kids in check. It ain't about having money. So these reparations, that ain't the issue. The money isn't the issue. Black people being poor isn't the issue. If we got our foundation together, we can not be poor. But first we got to get the foundation together, get our families together, get our women in fucking line where they supposed to be, get our kids in line where they supposed to be. And then we can focus on education and building wealth and all that. But if our foundation fucked up, there's no hope for black people in America. As long as these black hyenas are on the run and let loose and run in the black community, there is no hope for the black community, most black people in the black community in America. There's going to be outliers, maybe 30% outliers and shit. But yeah, no hope. No fucking hope otherwise. So if I had to say, are there any black women in my family? I can think of 2. They got married young. I think they still married to their husbands. They had kids. And I think they know their place in that relationship. And it's a beautiful thing to see proof of it, of what we say. We say, okay, if you get a good, hardworking man with good morals and that bitch, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say bitch. and that woman get under that man program. It ain't about if he tall. It ain't about if he got all this big bag. Wholesome black families will come from that. Wholesome black families don't come from shit else. I can guarantee you that. There is no other setup. Everybody looking for this other setup that can create positive results. And not even in the black community, just in the world. They think they can come up with all these different like setups that are going to produce respectable, wholesome, righteous results. Polyamory and this and that, like, well, that can actually work other than single black house, or I'm sorry, single mother households, single white women households. Any woman single household is going to be a shit show. To me, the only answer is patriarchy. Men in households running a patriarchal household. They have beautiful fucking results. But black women in America not going for that shit. They're never gonna agree to it, bro. You gotta make these bitches do it. By force? I'm not gonna say by force. But this is why I just don't agree with female empowerment. If you empower these bitches, they're gonna side with Satan and destroy society. 8 times out of 10. 8 times out of 10. So I don't know what the answer is. I mean, I know what the answer is, but I don't know how to get to a position where we can enact the solution. The solution is, like I said, patriarchy. The solution is taking women's power and rights away so they can get back in their rightful place. That's the only answer, but the people don't want to hear it because it don't sound fuzzy. It don't sound warm and fuzzy and fairy tale-ish. They were never meant to be left to their own devices. God didn't intend for women to be empowered. I'm sorry if it hurts somebody's feelings. The evidence is in front of your face. How much evidence do you need to see before you get convinced, you weak-minded person? Like, I don't hate you for being weak-minded. I mean, whatever. But I'm just saying, like, the evidence keep telling you the same thing, but they still need to be empowered, though, bro. Come on, man. Don't be a misogynist, bro. Come on, man. They autonomous beings, bro. Come on now. I don't give a fuck about none of that. If the 2 options are let women be strong and empowered and have rights and society crumble, or don't let them be empowered and have rights and we can have a functional society, I'm taking them bitches' rights away. Based on evidence, not based on my hatred and misogyny, just based on the results I'm seeing. Now, if women got rights and empowered and we had better results than patriarchy, I'd be like, hey, I'm with this shit. This shit got better results. I go where the results go. Hey, if we had better results and more wholesome outcomes when women were in charge of men, I side with that. but I know that's not going to be the case. But I'm just saying, I'm just making the point of I go where the results and the evidence go, even if it sound mean or hateful. But anyway, yeah, are there good black women? Let me say this. Yeah, panderers don't love B-dubs though. They love money that B-dubs give them and the pussy that B-dubs get them. But anyway, let me say this. As far as the title of a good woman, or as far as the definition of a good woman, this is my new definition of a good woman to simplify. A good woman is a woman submitting to a good man. That's the only definition of a good woman. There is no definition outside of that. I mean, there is, but I'm just saying in the context of We're talking about in the context of romance and relationships and shit like that. We ain't talking about is she a good worker or is she a good auntie or nothing. So in the context of romance and relationship and family, yeah, there's only one definition of a good woman. A woman submitting to a good man. She can't be a good woman romantically or family wise outside of that definition. But let's get back into it. So okay, let me ask you. Whoever asked that question, let me ask you. How many black women do you know or ever met or heard of that are doing that? Submitting to a righteous man, not submitting to a gangbanger, not submitting to a dope boy, or not submitting to him just because he got the bag, like a genuinely righteous stand-up man. How many black women do you know doing that? And that's the percentage. Then use that as a gauge of the percentage of good women out there.
Perspective on the mic, bring the truth and pause. There was never a gender war till men grab that mic. Defending was real, cutting fluff, no need to sign.
What's going on, my G? This is your boy Say One's History. You are watching The Male's Perspective. As always, you guys, please make sure that you guys like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you're updated.
I went out on December 28th, which now I know would have been my last first date of 2025. So, last first date of the year. So, I met this guy on.
Let's get started already. Hits out on the internet for the world to see. Already deplorable shit, degenerate shit off top. Before we even hear what the sister, what the black queen gotta say. So she's already presenting herself like a fucking whore and disgracing herself and disgracing her whole family tree. But you got black simps who will defend her. Hey man, come on, lighten up on her, bro. Lighten up on her, man. It's just a little cleavage. And she got a fucking popcorn bag on her head. They just don't give a fuck about presenting in any type of respectable way. They just don't care. They don't give a fuck, bro. That's why they need to be controlled. They're not going to, most of them, look, 80, 90% of them, they're not going to do the right thing when they have the freedom to do what they want to do. They have a love affair with Satan that started in the Garden of Eden, and it's never going to, their bond is never going to be broken. Unless a man come in there and just control shit. And it's not even that they're, like, I don't even want to paint their inherently evil narrative. They just weak and can't help it, man. They're fucking helpless against Satan's tactics. Their mind isn't strong enough to resist Satan. I'm not even trying to like shit on them. It's just they can't help it. It's like trying to shit on a handicapped person for being handicapped. They're mentally handicapped. So yeah, don't hate women. Don't hate, like, this channel is not about hating women. And this channel is not about hating black women. I don't hate black women. We just need to save them from themselves. I mean, yeah, we make fun of their retarded shit for entertainment purposes and educational purposes, so you don't get caught up in the retarded shit. And, like, oh my gosh. Because, okay, let me put it like this. I can be harsh on this channel, and that turns a lot of people off. And I don't blame them. I mean, I'm still going to do me, but I understand how that can turn some people off. But I don't want your I don't want these women to use your compassion and grace and kindness against you. You know, you don't got to talk about women the way I talk about women, but just eat the meat and spit out the bone when it comes to this real shit I'm spitting. You don't got to call women bitches. You don't got to be mean as me, but I'm saying some core fundamental true shit. I think you should adopt that part though. This is a cute girl. You don't gotta show your breast, sister, to the world. Bars. It's not appropriate for you to come in front of what was probably hundreds of thousands. This video probably got hundreds of thousands of views. All you gotta do is be a woman and you're gonna get hundreds of thousands of views. Show a little cleavage, that's all it takes. Men actually gotta do something impressive to get 100,000 views. But this is sad because this is a cute girl. Another wife, could have been wife, gone to waste. Talking about this was my last date of 2020s, whatever. She didn't probably been on 50, 60, 100 dates her whole life. That's ridiculous. If you're a woman and you've been on dates with 10 and 20 men in your life, even minimum 10 and 20 men, it's because you're not a good woman. It don't take all these dates, flings, relationships, situationships to find a decent man that's worth staying with if you're a decent woman. Unless you're looking for Mr. 0.1, and that's retarded. It's retarded for a man to look for Miss 0.1 or Miss 0.5 or even Miss Top. Honestly, look, I'm gonna be real. Even a man who got all this shit together, he tall, handsome, and rich, if he talking about, yeah, I'm holding out for, a top 10% woman, I'd be like, I mean, okay, if he was talking about I'm holding out for a top 10% woman as far as character, discipline, fucking family values, I give him that. But if he talk about she got to be fine with a banging body and she cook and she real sweet, like, get the fuck out of here, nigga. Like, let me put it like this. If you that dude, it shouldn't be too long of a wait for a top 10% woman. Let's just put it like that. So for men and women, if a motherfucker been talking about I'm waiting for X, Y, and Z and it's been years, you don't qualify for it. So just start looking for something else. Like, okay, let me put it like this. Let's just go from age 18 to 28. Okay. Whatever, just go for, okay, let me put it like this. Just go for men and women from 18 to 28. Because I knew dudes in high school, they was that dude in high school. No homo, they was tall, they was handsome, they was charismatic. I mean, they ain't have a lot of money because we in high school, but they didn't have any problem having the options that they wanted with women since high school. So we talking about those type of dudes, top 10% dudes. So let's go for specifically them. The other 90% of men, we actually got to go out in the world and build some shit, build some confidence, build some charisma, build a career. We really got to go out and build ourselves up before we can even qualify for a below average bitch. But let's just talk about the top 10% men. And then on the female side, I'm talking about essentially all of them, because a woman is in her prime, let's just say from 18 to 25. So with that being said, with women and top 10 to 20% men, if you couldn't get it between 18 and 28, you don't qualify for it. Like, you're not that dude or you're not that bitch. So it's time to quote unquote lower your standards. So, okay, back to the main point. This woman right here, she looked fairly young. Let's just say she's 25. She's been dating since 15. Whatever you haven't found as a woman from 15 to 25, it ain't coming, toots. But see, here's the dark side. This is fucked up, too. She's already irreversibly damaged at this point. She'd probably been on 50, 60 dates in 10 years with all these different men. Got fucked by this one, took on a fancy trip by that one. It's a fucking wrap. As far as her ever being a wholesome, loving wife that stays in her marriage for a lifetime and raises good, wholesome kids, it's over with. Unfortunately. I mean, it's I don't want that. I don't want it to be over with. But likely it's over with. And that's sad.
I know would have been my last first date of 2025. So, last first date of the year. So, I met this guy online. Red flag already. I don't even know why I keep doing it, but here we are. So, anyways, I meet him on Hinge.
Red flag. Your red flag is that you got your big bitties all out. You got your bitties. All out on the screen, okay? I'm not saying they don't look delicious and tasty, but
let's cut the bullshit, okay?
But I'm not looking at that as marriage material. Let's go.
And we get to bantering. We matched like one day before. We went out the next day. I actually it wasn't even like an actual date that was planned or anything. He was like, what are you getting into? And I was like, I'm going to be out and about. I'm going to blah, blah, blah to try this place out. Y'all know how I be out in the town. I go try things out because I like things, okay? So.
Oh, and she out. She out on the town too. Okay.
Told him I was going to be here. If you want to pop out, pop out. And he was like, actually, I do want to pop out. Thanks for the invite. What time you're getting there? And I was like, okay, I love your tenacity. Let's go. You know. So mind you, we had only matched the day before, so we didn't talk a lot about some details, which I usually get to before. But I was like, fuck it. It's the end of the year. I'm off work. I'm ready to just have a good time, having a ball. My daughter was at work. I literally am an empty nester. Like,
Oh shit, she got a daughter? That's she said daughter got off of work, so she got an older daughter. She look good for her age. This is an above average looking black woman in my opinion. Y'all could tell me I'm crazy in the comment section, or y'all could drop your rating below. I wish she would take the bag off her head. But oh yeah, when she get dialed up, she look pretty decent, I'm sure. But single mother, yeah, same old story, same old fucking story. It's it's sad. You know what? You know what's sad? As black people, we have to make a decision early in our life. Really, as children, we have to make up our mind as children in the black community whether we gonna get sucked up in the nigga shit or not. I made a decision early. I don't even know if I made a decision early, but it just wasn't in me to be a piece of shit. It wasn't. It was never in me to be a drug dealer. I lived in those bad neighborhoods at times. It wasn't in me to be a drug dealer. It wasn't in me to be a gangbanger. I just didn't have it in me. And in the black community, you get made fun of for that. That ain't nothing to make fun of. You one of the chosen ones. You one of God's favorites. It ain't nothing to clown. But they're not smart enough to know that. So they gonna do the retarded nigga shit and fuck up their life. So posed the question last stream: is it black women's fault that they're insufferable and undesirable? And you know what? I might, if I come on tonight, I'm still got to make that a live stream title. I answered this yesterday. Is it their fault that they're this train wreck, this ratchet train wreck? I'm gonna say no, in the sense that they never stood a chance, and like I said, they have weak, feeble minds, and they're followers by nature. Look, they grew up in this environment. They grew up in this culture. What else were they gonna fucking be unless they just literally got touched by God? Like I think I was, and not to be arrogant, but I'm just saying, like I could have easily fell victim to the culture. I mean, even my family members be like, "RB, how did you not fall victim to the?" I'm like, I just God had another plan for me. I'm not saying I'm, whatever, some fucking theoretical physicist or something, but I'm just saying, it wasn't, God didn't have that in the cards for me to be an ignorant ass nigga. But everybody wasn't touched by God by like me. And they get sucked up into the culture. I'm just I'm at this age I'm realizing people kind of just are what they are. They are what they were conditioned to be partially. And a part of who they are is just biology. It was who they were going to be. So it's nature and nurture. Um does that mean we shouldn't try to hold people accountable? No, but we also should know that these people ain't doing no major 180s. All we could try to do is manage their bullshit and dysfunction. They're not doing a 180. 90% of people aren't doing a 180 after 25, 30. All we could try to do is keep their bullshit in check. But they are who they are. There's no point in hating them. They became what they became due to biology and how they were conditioned by society or the neighborhood they grew up in or the family they grew up in. No point in hating these people, no matter how terrible they are. There's no point in hating them. And it's like we plead with certain people, not just the black issue or black women, but we try to, as a society, we try to plead with certain people to try to be like, can you just be a good person? Can you stop doing X, Y, and Z? This is why it's toxic, and you try to explain it to them and rationalize with them, and most of the times it's a waste of fucking time because, like I just said, they are what they are. There's no amount of explaining or rationalizing or trying to be like, do you see how this is messed up? That's going to make them do a 180. So all you could try to do is manage it or stay away from them and shit like that.
Here, I'm off work. I'm ready to just have a good time, having a ball. My daughter was at work. I literally am an empty nester. Like she be gone. I be here in this bed all by myself. So I just be hanging out. So I want to try something new. And I was like, sure, come on over. And so I'm already at the bar. I got there maybe like 10 minutes before him. He comes to the bar and he was like, oh, okay, cool. It's nice to meet you. You're so pretty. You're prettier in person. This is awesome. I can't believe I feel like I'm meeting a celebrity. And I was like, you are. But anyway.
All
So
on me? Yes. That's stupid. Use your common sense.
okay, so obviously she's arrogant, but no shocker there. So should we blame her for being arrogant? Should we blame her for being arrogant? I mean, let me put it like this. Okay. She's in a circle. She's in an echo chamber that rewards her for being arrogant. She's been conditioned and trained to be arrogant. She's been conditioned and trained by society and men, specifically men, because men kiss women's ass. So she's been conditioned to be arrogant and think her shit don't sting. And she's in an echo chamber that's gonna say, "Yes, sis, yes, hell yeah, period, sis, period. You are like a celebrity, period." And let me touch on that. Because I've said this before recently. And y'all said, Lauren says she's a 6, and Lauren is a really rough critic. So even the rough critic Lauren says she's an above average looking black woman. This is what y'all need to understand. And I know she's like 35, 40 or whatever. And y'all said y'all think she looked 40. I thought she looked 30. But anyway, in America, a woman who isn't fat and is really a 5 and above, like if she looks kind of young or is young and is a 5 and above and not fat, that essentially is a C-list celebrity. She's gonna get her ass kissed. She's gonna get dudes always trying to holler at her, buy her stuff, tell her she pretty, tell her she's smart, tell her she funny, even though she's not smart and funny. Being a young, moderately attractive woman is like celebrity status. And that's why I said the other day, when we're telling young girls to just settle down, pick one guy, just marry early, don't be running the streets, you're asking these women to forfeit a celebrity life. And that's not logical. They're not going to do it when left to their own devices. Just like I said, a young 18-year-old man, if you said, hey, you want this Lamborghini and $1 million in your bank and all the bitches on your dick, do you think a young man is going to turn that down? No, young man, just take the long, hard road and work at a construction site and have women treat you like shit and have nobody respect you and shit like that. Which one you think he going to pick? Which one you think he going to pick? It's retarded of us to think young, attractive women are going to do the righteous thing versus being a celebrity. We're retarded to think that most of them are going to do that. We have to make them do it. We have to set up a society that doesn't give them much choice other than to do that.
And I was like, you are. But anyway.
all ego, just stroking the ego, stroking the ego. I digress. Let's keep going.
We get to chatting, we get to bantering and everything like that. We order some appetizers, some drinks. The bartender is already feeling our vibe. She was like, "Oh, y'all are good company." The live music comes on. We're just having a great time. We're going back and forth. We're bouncing ideas off of each other. We're laughing. We're giggling. All the things. So I had already come from another bar, so I was already feeling really good about myself. I had already taken my little pictures. I was looking slim and stuff. The neck is showing because I lost some weight. So I'm just feeling myself all together. Christmas is over. I only had one kid to take care of. Money still in the bank. The vibes were good. Okay.
Yeah, let's talk about money in the bank. Let's talk money in the bank. A lot of these women, they don't even think about retirement. I mean, she might be 40. Okay, money in the bank. Like, okay, what does that mean? Y'all think she got 10 bands in the bank? I mean, let's just say she do. You need to be putting that shit in the S&P 500. But like, what my point is, they don't get it. They don't get it. They think they doing something if they got 10,000 in the bank. She got $738 stacked up for retirement at 40. But she think, yeah, I got some money. I got 10,000 in the bank though. Whatever.
I'm just feeling myself all together. Christmas is over. I only had one kid to take care of. Money still in the bank. The vibes were good. Okay. So, anyways, we start talking about some details about our lives and what we are looking for and what we're not looking for. I have a preference in dating.
This is what I was waiting for. Let's go.
I don't date guys with young kids. Listen, did y'all hear me when I said I'm an empty nester? The kid is almost out the door. Fall 2026, she's gonna be in college. I don't even know where she's going, but she's gonna be gone. Okay, that's not gonna be my problem. That's not gonna be my ministry to be worried about nobody's kids.
Okay, so this is so funny to me. How do you like it when the roles are reversed? Okay? That is essentially what this is. She's saying she doesn't want to deal with a man who actually has young kids. How many times have men actually had to deal with this, you guys? How many times have men had to deal with women who've actually had young kids? Not only that, but we've actually had to play the father figure to these young kids as well too. Too many times. And this is a woman saying that she's an empty nester and that she's actually looking for somebody without young kids. Look, I understand you can want whatever you want, okay? But if you aren't displaying these things to actually get what you want, then you're just talking. I don't know. I think this is interesting. Nothing, against her. I hope she gets what she's looking for. But if she wants something like that, she's going to need to present something else.
Okay, let's be clear. Let's just break this down real quick. And hold on. How long I've been on? If y'all want me to stay on 2 hours, I'm looking to meet a $15 live stream goal. Nothing has been met. Cash App pinned to the top of the chat. PayPal in the description. Or you could do super chat, super sticker. That's the dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. So let's talk about this real quick. Let's just say this woman is 40 years old. She's a 40-year-old single mother with an 18-year-old daughter. Matter of fact, let's pull her back up on the screen real quick. Let's break down her resume. Let's just say she's a 40-year-old single mother with her tits out on TikTok. Tits out on TikTok. Coming to a theater near you this summer. Tits out on TikTok with a popcorn bag on her head and cat claws. This isn't a good woman. I don't need to know anything else about her. Tits out on TikTok is enough for me to say this isn't a wholesome, good woman to build a life with. Okay? She's arrogant, so that's another reason why she's not a good woman. She's like, oh, something about being with a celebrity, period. I am a celebrity, period. Arrogant. That's not a good person. Um, but here's the worst part of her. If you're a man looking for a woman to build a life with, in which I don't know why you would be trying to build a life with a 40-year-old woman. I mean, what are y'all gonna build? You ain't gonna have kids. She just said she don't want no. What she just said, she don't want kids, even if she could have them. You already know she's looking for a man for good dick, fun, and trips. She's not looking to build a household. She didn't say this, but she implied it. Look, my kid about to be out the house. It's mama time now. Mama gotta have a life too. She's looking for you to come in and pay for shit, give her good dick, and keep her excited. Not build a household. Not build a legacy. But I just got one more thing to say. First off, it's just funny that she thinks she could be picky. You can't have young kids, and I'm sure she got all these other lists. Ma'am, you're the bottom of the barrel. I ain't saying that out of hate. I'm saying it off what your resume is. 40 plus single mom with tits out on TikTok. You're not in any position of power and leverage to make any demands when it comes to these top tier dudes I know you want. You're not in any type of bargaining position. You're gonna take what they'll give you. But okay, let me say this. I doubt she was married. Statistically speaking, she wasn't married. Statistically speaking, she's a baby mama that got pregnant by some nigga, some fucking drug dealer, scammer, dope boy or something at 22-ish. Most black women don't pick the nerdy kid. Most black women don't pick the stone cold square that all the cool street dudes in the high school be like, that lame ass nigga, you fucking with that lame ass nigga? It's embarrassing for black women to fuck with a good person in high school. I know you ain't talking about Jeremy, his square ass. It's embarrassing. They just wouldn't do it. Okay? So it's an educated assumption that it was just some nigga in high school or college or something, some dope boy or something. Okay? So, but anyway, the point I want to make, she's been on the dating market since she was 15. She was fucking at 15. Let's be real. She had kids young. She was fucking at 15. She's been fucking and dating boys and men, boys to men, boys and men, since she was 15. She's 40 now. 25 years of failure on the dating market as a cute woman with big tits. All you gotta do to succeed on the dating market as a woman is suck dick, make a sandwich, and don't be too much of a bitch. And if you couldn't figure out how to do that in a quarter of a century, you know what comes next. It's over. You're just not a good woman. It ain't for you. If you couldn't figure it out in a quarter of a century, it ain't for you. That go with anything. If you've been playing basketball for 25 years and you still ain't good, you ain't never gonna be good. Fuck, like, if you've been trying to be a good mechanic for 25 years and you still fucking up motherfuckers' cars, it ain't for you. It ain't for you. Shout out to Lauren for donating $5. She's the queen of the stream. Well, she was the queen of the stream before the $5. Salute to Lauren. This for you, Lauren.
You can fuck with me if you wanted to. 100 motherfuckers can't tell me nothing.
Hey, bitch, I'm a problem. Nobody solve it. You can keep hating, I'm popping regardless.
Brother see this since first grade. I been that bitch. You got a girl who is cool, I ain't gon' tell shit. You know niggas love bitches with money. You know niggas love bitches with money. You know niggas love bitches with money. You ain't no fuck with no boss bitch. I turned you out. When a real one holds you down, baby, you supposed to drink.
Stone sets, I got my own baguettes.
Jealousy, let it go. Results could be tragic. I push the beat, not the backseat girl. I push the beat, not the backseat girl.
Shout out to Isaiah. He just donated $10. Much respect to your brother. Everybody following these people's footsteps. Hit the Cash App and PayPal. Cash App pinned to the top of the chat. PayPal is somewhere scrolled at the top of the chat. Also in the description. Or you can do Super Chat, Super Sticker. That's the dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Isaiah, this for you.
That's a hard nigga. It's the happiest day of my life, is what I'm saying. Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. You a gangster now. I'm winning any motherfucker way. I can't lose.
So yeah. All the black simps and pro black dudes. I love my black queens and black sisters. No, you just want to fuck these big tits. You don't you dislike all the shit I dislike about women like this: the arrogance, the bravado, masculinity, just the stupid shit that come out of their mouth. You don't like it either, you know.
But she's going to be gone, okay? That's not going to be my problem. That's not going to be my ministry to be worried about nobody's kids.
Okay, so this is so funny to me. How do you like it when the roles are reversed? Okay? That is essentially what this is. She's saying she doesn't want to deal with a man who actually has young kids. How many times have men actually had to deal with this, you guys? How many times have men had to deal with women who've actually had young kids? Not only that, but we've actually had to play the father figure to these young kids as well, too.
Let me say this. Her daughter. Let's talk about her daughter. The type of men she want might fuck around and fuck her daughter. See, and a lot of these women, that's why a lot of moms, especially black moms, they be getting into it with their young black daughters who are attractive. Because she got to look at the young daughter like, damn, that's what I used to be. And not only that, the niggas that this woman is going to be trying to fuck with is going to be trying to fuck her daughter. If not now, definitely in 2-3 years when she's 21. The younger, tighter version, probably the well, I don't know about more pleasant, but the possibly more pleasant feminine version. So yeah, women like this don't realize. Well, women like this are trying to go to the club and compete with 22-year-olds. I mean, look, she got big tits. She kind of cute. She can get dick at the bar and club, no problem. But here's the thing: this woman isn't a serious woman on the dating market. Like I said a minute ago, she's just looking for fun, good dick. She looking for what a young girl would be looking for, even though she's 40. She just want to go on some trips, good dick, excitement, dopamine hits. Fucking, that's what her daughter should be. Well, her daughter should be trying to get married. But okay, I would give her daughter a pass somewhat, even though she would be ruining herself forever by just chasing dick and fun. But just roll with me. But I would give her daughter more of a pass. Her daughter's 18. She 40 and still looking for what her daughter probably looking for in a nigga. Arrested development at best or at worst, however you want to put it. See, but okay, here's her dilemma. The dude she want to kick it and have fun with and take her serious, he's not fucking taking her serious. He fuck hoes like this every weekend. And he know you ain't worth taking serious because he fuck with bitches like you all the time. And hear the dumb shit that come out of your mouth and see all your toxic ways casually while just casually fucking with you. He ain't taking you serious. This tall, handsome dude who makes 6-figure and he fly and he got swag and he know how to talk to women and all that. He's not taking you serious. He know women like you like the back of his fucking hand. Like the back of his sack. So, yeah, he's not taking you serious. And the wholesome good dude who might be making $70K, he just want to start a family. Look, you don't want to start a family, and you don't even want to be brought into his family because he can't have young kids and all that. Look, she's stuck in the AD loop of misery.
They get stuck in this endless trap of all the men I want don't want me, and or are already married, or the men who want me, I don't want them. So they end up like stuck in the middle.
She's forever stuck in the middle, folks. She's forever stuck in the middle. So I'm going to give you a timeline of her life. Let's say she's 40 now. I'm going to give you a timeline of her life. But to any new people who are watching me, check out my official channel. This is just my live stream channel. My official channel. Ooh, Melly. Ooh, Melly. Anyway,
Are you
this is my live stream only channel. Oh yeah, we gotta go. We gotta go over this. It'll cost you $45,000 to $50,000 a month to date me, bitch. I'll just buy a prostitute. I'll just buy a prostitute for 300, bitch, and go and get back to playing PlayStation. But anyway, we'll get back to that. Let me show y'all your newcomers where you can follow my real channel. Let's see. It's called Dating Dysfunctions. If you like what you're hearing, follow my regular channel, Dating Dysfunctions. Just type it in, or I can put it in the live chat. My, 8 to 10 minute videos. My best content. I insert memes, and it's funny. Good channel. About to drop it in the live chat. Oh, let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. I don't understand why you wouldn't hit the like button if you enjoying the content. So since I don't understand it, I'm going to take it as disrespect. So please take your fat ass finger and hit the like button in the name of everything holy. Okay. Donald Trump is Jesus says it is a beautiful time to be alive. Truth coming to light. So let me show y'all something real quick. And I'm going to lose some people with this. But we're about to get back into what I was talking about. Because I'm going to give y'all a breakdown of her life. Trump says he's directing Pentagon to release any files on UFOs and alien and extraterrestrial life. Disclosure is coming, folks. Yep. Extraterrestrials are here. They've been here before we were here. They've been interacting with us this whole time. Some of us, not all of us, of course. And yeah, we're about to get the official announcement of that, I believe, within the next 2 years, max. So shout out to all y'all who think I'm crazy, I'm nutty. You'll see. Remember this live stream when the announcement get made. Anyway, let me break down this woman's timeline. Everybody hit the like button. So, as I said on previous streams, a woman being beautiful, a woman of any race being beautiful it's almost a curse. It's almost a curse, man. I would say the happiest women in relationships and the most successful women in relationships in America are ugly women and fat women. Because they were humbled early and they're actually appreciative of the man that they get. They actually put in effort to keep their man. They're genuinely grateful for everything their man does for them. Like, shit, I'm just some ugly fat bitch. I thank you for just holding the door for me. That's a fact. Ugly and fat women treat men better than bad bitches. That's a fact. It's a fact. So if we want to talk about who's the prize, ugly fat bitches are the prize more than bad bitches. You really want to get technical. Oh yeah, bad bitches are more of the status boosts, but fuck status. Give a fuck about what none of you fake motherfuckers think about me. Not talking about y'all, but I'm just saying I don't give a fuck about that status world. That shit is whack, I promise. Celebrities say it's whack. Once they get enlightened or they get a taste of it, they're like, fuck the fame, I just want the money. Fuck the money, like fuck the status and fame. Okay, here's the good thing about status. Look, I'm gonna be real. I've been treated like shit by most people my whole life. It made me who I am, though. I'm grateful. But so I would enjoy actually being treated like a human. And I know status would possibly bring that. But also, more status, more problems, more money, more problems. But that's one part of having like status that I would like. Like people would actually be respectful. And it's shitty that humans need that type of motivation just to treat somebody like a decent human. He gotta be somebody has to be somebody to just treat him with basic human decency. That's why I don't fucking like humans, generally speaking. I hope the aliens are nicer. So I would like that part about the status, I guess. It'd be a breath of fresh air. But let me touch on this. Having a bad bitch by your arm, it come with a lot of hate too. Niggas want to fight you. I told y'all this before. If you got a bad bitch on your arm, I hope you know how to fight, cause niggas is bringing it. Everywhere you go, niggas is bringing it. Like, oh no, that's my girl. What you? Oh nigga, what's up? You want to fight? Oh baby, you with him? You fuck that lame ass nigga. Like, you gotta defend yourself constantly. That's why bad bitches. That's one of the reasons bad bitches just aren't worth it. I just want to live my life. I don't want to fight niggas every day. And if you a nigga who do, oh, you sound like a bitch, nigga. You can't defend your girl. Look, you're mentally ill if you desire to get into fights and arguments every day or every time you go out the house. You ain't a tough nigga. You a mentally ill nigga. Or maybe both, but definitely the mentally ill is in there. But yeah, man, having a bad bitch with you, it comes with a lot of problems. That I'm cool. I'm cool. The entitlement, she all like, nah, I'm cool, man. I don't want no bad bitch on my arm. Bad bitches are cool for fucking or spending the weekend with. They ain't really good for building a life with, in my opinion. Because, and let me tell you why. Because we already saw that this woman that we're looking at right now is egotistical, right? See, women who got big egos, and pretty much damn near every attractive woman have a big ego. Not all, but most. She think her prettiness or her fat ass is bigger than the program. Say that again. She's gonna think her prettiness or her banging body is bigger than your program as a man. If I had to sum up why bad bitches aren't worth taking serious, that would be the one reason I would say. A fat ugly bitch, she gonna get in line because she's humble. She gonna get with the program. She happy to be there. See, I was gonna also name alive. Are women only worth it when they're servants? Bars. Women are only worth it when they're servants. It sounds hateful, but I might break that down tonight if I come on. When women are all opinionated and I got equal say and I'm just like you, they're horrible. When women are in submission and serving, that's when they're at their best. When they're running shit and got all this say and opinions, they're at their worst. I forgot where I was going with all this, but let's I was gonna say her timeline. Okay. So see, with a woman who thinks she a cute bitch, she always thinks she can level up, keep leveling up like forever. So AD famously said this, and I just said it. Women are only good people when they've been humbled. If a woman got anything to be confident about, she's probably gonna be a fucking cunt. And to be fair, I don't want to just pick on women in that way, because men are the same way. A lot of times men are the same way. Like, if a man, if he got that bag or if he tall and handsome, he's probably gonna be some fucking asshole. But yeah, men are just as bad. But anyway, she think her shit don't stink. So she's not gonna be a good woman in a relationship. That's just basically what it boiled down to. So her timeline so far is, look, she's been getting fucked and ducked since a teenager. And she just happened to have a kid come out of it. But that didn't stop the show. One baby don't stop no show. She continued to get fucked and ducked even after the baby came. So 25 years of random dick, probably 6 feet plus dick or whatever. And yeah, I'm sure, they take her to the hookah lounge, take her on dates. She's been enjoying the celebrity life for the past 25 years. But it's going downhill. I mean, I know she looked decent for 40, but it's all downhill from here. And when the offers for vacations start to dry up, reality is gonna hit. Eventually her looks are gonna fade. And she still probably ain't gonna be horrible looking at 60. But the offers are gonna start drying up. And then she's gonna say the infamous, "Where have all the good men gone?" And she's gonna be bitter and jaded and hateful towards all men because she wasn't shit over the years and she just got used for sex and used men for money and trips and dopamine hits. And she's gonna, when she get 50, 60, she's gonna act like the world did her wrong because she made all the wrong decisions in her romantic life for 35 years and up. Decades. But she's not gonna start using her brain until her looks fade. That's usually how I go with women. If a woman's still cute or hot or something, yeah, critical thinking skills are gonna be in the fucking shitter. Once the looks fade or she get fat or something, then she start thinking about like logic and human decency. I'm a human, god damn it. That's when they start talking like that. When they lose their leverage. Now they want men to treat people like decent humans and shit, but she ain't treat men like decent humans when she was winning. I got a meme like that, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it. Let's see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find that meme real quick, and then we're gonna go over that other video. Let's get the donations up if you appreciate the content. 52 people in here, that's what's up. Let's get the likes up. I got 52 people watching and only 28 likes. And since I don't understand it, I'm gonna take it as disrespect. Oh, don't tell me this shit is about to freeze. Fuck it, while it's freezing, let me see if I can find that meme. I'll be right back.
By the time they hit 40, they want the whole world.
Okay, I couldn't find it. I'm trying to think. I couldn't find it, but hold on. Let me try one more thing. I'm going to hold on. 13. Okay, I found it. I found it. All right, bear with me. I'm sure I lost 20 of y'all just by doing that. But hold on, I found it. Okay, I found it. I gotta add this to the fucking I gotta add this to the meme board. It's a couple things I gotta add to the meme board. But this shit is hilarious.
This woman
That's a hard
fucking
nigga.
nuts.
It's the happiest day of my life, is what I'm saying.
This woman is nuts.
Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it.
By the time they hit 40, they want the whole world. But you 40, but you ain't worth the whole world no more. You was worth that 20 years ago. By the time they hit 35, they say, you better come up with XYZ. Like, you ain't worth XYZ. And they be mad. Like, it's so sad. But I'm glad. Bars. Their lifespan is a comedy show, to be honest about it, man. It's brutal to say, but it is. And it's funny. The reason it's so funny is because when they're on top, they don't care about you at all. You can just roll, you can literally roll down the street and die in front of them, and they will walk over you when they're in their top prime. That's what makes it so hilarious in the end. Like all of them.
You don't offer nothing here of great other than an orgasm. That's about all you offer me is an orgasm. That's it. Okay, everything else is going to be a constant headache, nightmare, walking on eggshells, whatever the fuck. Everything else is going to be that. There is no benefit that after the orgasm, there's not much benefit really to keep a one woman around too long.
By the time they hit 40,
The first 5 minutes, she is the boss bitch. But women cannot keep anything of value going. Anything. In order to keep anything of value, that's the man's job, right? If he decides to do it or not. It's not the woman's job.
Months. Providing for other people, don't work for a whole 2 months. Providing for other people that were around me, friends, family, and then I will find myself at zero again. And during COVID, I was like, you know what? Let me just do something. So I went and hurry up and started buying houses and investing my money into things that later on in the long run, it's going to be better for me. And I'm actually very happy that I made that decision, because if not, I would have still be living the stripper life.
Exactly. See, and this is why most of these bitches who get money, living the prostitute life, so to speak, the stripper life, the harlot life, whatever, they get niggas tricking on them and buying them this, buying them an iPhone. Some nigga might buy them a car. But it's like, think bigger, bitch. And see, this is why a lot of bitches need peas. Because they're not smart enough to run their own fucking life, even when they're selling pussy and getting access to a bunch of money in tens of thousands. They just blow this shit on a Birkin. No, bitch, put a down payment on a house, you dingbat. And this is why they need men in their life. It's not to protect and provide, it's for common sense. Like, okay, the whole protect and provide, that's like 10th on my list of why women need men. God. Okay, let's get back into it.
Decision, because if not, I would have still be living the stripper life.
Mm-hmm. So you started investing in real estate. I love that.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to this.
Mm-hmm.
If you date somebody, right? I don't know what your relationship status is now, but what are you expecting on a monthly basis from financially?
From him?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm spoiled.
Stop it right there.
What does that mean? What is for credit? I don't know what that means.
You just saying anything now, ho.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. But niggas fly out you, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
Like what? What?
I want this. Okay, here you go. Boom, take care of it. I want this. Here you go. Take care of it. Handle that. I want this. All right, boom. It's not, oh my God, you a gold digger.
Nope.
Oh my God, you keep
And my
asking.
question for you
Oh my
is-
God, you're so needy. No, here you go, babe. What you want? All right, what else?
My question is this,
That's
very
a queen.
simple.
That's princess treatment. That's energy.
Got it.
That's what guys need to start doing.
Indeed.
Cause y'all be so, y'all not gonna die with that money. Spend that. Yeah, it costs to be a boss.
Hold on, I had another meme I need to play before I get started, but it ain't working. Hold on, I'm gonna try to see if I can get this meme to play. And then I'm gonna get back to cooking. She need one more meme though. Where's that shit at? Here we go.
If I got my own money and you couldn't get yours, ho, you better figure it out. I don't give a fuck who you is. Yeah, I don't give a damn. Yes, that's right. You didn't make this motherfucking money. And just because I got this shit don't mean I got to give it to you because you having a hard time. Figure it out, ho. What I got to do? Bring your motherfucking ass on for everything I got them doing this motherfucking world because your sorry good for nothing, goat mouth, mammy having ass gonna come to me for nothing because you ain't got shit because you didn't handle your own because you didn't take care of your motherfucking self. This bitch is crazy. I ain't giving you nothing, ho. Get it out the mud. Suck some dick. You fucked all them niggas for free. Won't you ask them for some money?
Just said you was a fucking stripper back in the day, and we know you. Look, and it's you sold some pussy too. Let's keep it a buck. I ain't saying every stripper sell pussy, but man, all these bitches selling. The only bitches who ain't selling is a bitch who I said this before. Let me make sure I say it right. It's in a woman's nature to sell pussy. That's the nature of woman. It's in their DNA. How many women you know would fuck a dude if she knew he was never gonna spin a red cent on her? Okay, well they all selling it then. Fuck it. Look. Okay, the only woman who could say they ain't selling it is women who pay all the bills. If you the sole provider in your household as a woman, then you can honestly say you're not a prostitute in any sense of the word. You're with this man because you just love him. He don't gotta ever make another red cent in his life, and you gonna make sure you and him is straight because you love this man. That bitch could say she ain't a prostitute on any level. But all the other women, you can make a prostitution argument. Because even women who go on 50-50, your life is still financially better off that this man is in your life. And a lot of people say it should be. And I mean, I would agree. I would agree. But the point is, there's some type of financial fuck. There's some type of financial component to your pussy. To pretty much most women's pussy. There's some type of financial component to it. But okay, I'm getting off on a tangent. But look, she already said she was a stripper. And probably a prostitute. I don't know, allegedly, but I'm just making an educated guess. So now I gotta come in now that you're older. She's probably 30, 35. You know, black don't crack. But she probably 30, 35. So I gotta come in now after you done been ran through by probably 50, 60 niggas, stripped, and some more shit. And come in and spoil you? No, baby, spoil your damn self. You don't qualify for spoiling. And spoiling is a bad thing. Spoil milk, spoil kids. That should tell you everything you need to know when a woman admittedly says, "Oh, I'm spoiled." Bitch, how much for the hour? That's what I would say to this woman. I ain't no motherfucking prostitute, you bitch ass nigga. Oh, I was just asking.
Honestly, I'm spoiled.
No, as soon as they said it's sports, it's gonna be a ticket. Go ahead.
What's that mean? Just
what's that range?
Because it's good insight. Because we just have these hypothetical conversations all the time. But you're somebody you're like in the top 1% of girls that's actually you're exposed to that life, right? Like so. Yeah. What is you say you're?
No. Top 1%. What you mean, bro? What you mean by top 1% of what? I mean, she ain't a bad looking woman, but I mean, all you gotta do to be in the top 1% around those type of men is be a pretty bitch. Hey, let's not gas this hoe, man. She just another pretty face. You know, fucking it's a pretty bitch name. It's a pretty bitch everywhere. There's a pretty bitch in bumfuck Idaho that can get access to those rooms. Cause she pretty and she got nice tits. It's not really an accomplishment. Bars. But okay, I'm not going with the top 1% nothing narrative, but I digress. So I guess here's my thing. Okay, I got a question. Am I just skeptical of black American women or am I skeptical of black women, period? Based on some of the things I've seen and heard, I'm just gonna go ahead and be skeptical of all black women. Cause I heard niggas in the UK dealing with the same shit. I heard some niggas in Africa dealing with the same shit. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and be skeptical of black women, period. Until I'm proven wrong. But definitely American black women. I'm willing to be convinced about some black women from other places. And also, what are we considering black? I mean, I don't want to play that game, but is Haitian black? Is Afro, Latino, Latina, is that black? Like what? Okay, never mind.
Life, right? Like, so yeah. What is, you say you're spoiled. What does that mean?
Spoiled means I need you to be able to keep up with my lifestyle if you want to be with me.
What does that mean?
Ladies, take notes. Take notes because it'll work on the simp. I have a lifestyle I expect to keep.
Myself, you should be able to do it for me too. And if I can't,
yeah, and there it is. There it is. That thing that they always say. And I want to put y'all on up. I want to put y'all up on game. And see, this is why it's pointless for women to be successful, because they don't want their success to go to the family free. Success is a hobby for women until they can lock down a man to take over financially. I'm gonna say it again. Don't ever forget this shit. Success is a hobby for women until they can find a guy that they deem worthy to take over finances. A lot of dingbat bitches think if I can find a way to get me a Birkin, that's what I qualify. I'm gonna signal to rich niggas, that's how you gotta come, because that's how I'm coming already. I showed up with a Birkin, so you know you gotta come with Birkins to fuck with me. That's what they think it signals to rich niggas with the bag. I gotta come right. She walked in with a Birkin. So now she ain't accepting nothing less than a Birkin. Can't get her a Coach. That's how they think it work. If I look like a rich bitch, I will attract a rich nigga, and a rich nigga will want to marry me because I look like a rich bitch. It don't work that way. Tell you something right now. Not right now. Right now. It don't work that way.
Let me tell you something right now. It don't work that way.
Myself, you should be able to do it for me too. And if I can't depend on you to be able to handle what I have on my plate, then there's no reason for me and me and you to be together. Because that means you're gonna hold me back, and that means I'm gonna have to be looking out after you.
What about?
Not true, bitch. But you're not smart enough to know that. Not true. Look at Anton's face, everybody. Look at Anton Daniels' face, everybody. Regardless of what y'all feel, this nigga Anton really did expose this nigga Corey for a fraud ass fuck nigga, and now he's spiraling. Anton really did win that exchange. Came on the show, exposed him for not being tough. He tried to punk him, and it ain't work. Nigga offered him the hands outside. He didn't go. Now, okay, let me be for. Okay, I'm on a side tangent. Look, let's be real. See, okay, I don't want them brothers to go outside and fight. Let's start there. But Corey tried to punk the nigga. Because the shit that happened to me. I'm not a violent person. I try to keep the peace. I try to walk away. I try to use my words. But niggas then tried to punk me, and I'm like, man, whatever, get out of here, whatever, trying to downplay it. And then when I finally snap and be like, well, nigga, what's up? Let's go outside then, nigga. Niggas don't want to go outside. Like, you was fucking with me. You tried to punk me. And now you gonna turn down the fade? So I know a lot of people are like conflicted, and it's a polarizing topic. Anton Daniels versus Corey Holcomb. It's definitive now because this nigga Corey on the show spiraling and shit with other shit, and niggas is seeing him for who he really is. I always thought Corey was a sucker for other reasons, but anyway, he exposed this nigga. Exposed this nigga for the hypocrite he was. He always talk about who somebody gay, but then when Anton say, you sucking dick because Corey said you kissing ass, now this nigga talk about he ready to fight somebody because somebody say he was sucking dick, when all he do on his show is talk about how other men suck dick. Expose that nigga as a hypocrite and expose that nigga for being a bitch because he tried to punk him, but when he offered to go outside, the nigga ain't want to go outside. And the nigga was having horrible arguments the whole fucking stream, these dumbass arguments. So yeah, man. Look, I'm not an Anton dick rider. I watch some of his content. I don't give a fuck about the nigga like that, respectfully, not disrespectfully. I mean, like, I don't care about these niggas like that. They cool, I wish them the best, but I'm not none of these niggas fans is what I'm trying to say. But he really did expose this nigga for real. How you gonna try to get bitched? How you gonna try to bitch a nigga but get bitched? Like it backfired. And now you spiraling on your own show. And then the footage came out of you hitting a woman like a bitch. I already knew what was up with this nigga Corey Holcomb. I already knew what was up with this nigga. Cause I always thought it was weird. Like every show, this nigga talking about who gay, nigga. Are you gay? All you talk about is somebody being gay or sucking dick and being a backdoorian. I think you take dick, nigga. Any man who can't stop talking about dick and who take dick and who suck dick, they suck dick. Never forget that.
I'm gonna have to be looking out after you.
What about love?
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Okay. Okay. So this is another fucking fallacy. Okay, let's say a woman make $250K. If you can't make at least $250K, you hold me back. That's fucking retarded, bitch. Let's say I make $50K. I'm contributing my $50K to our life. How the fuck is that hurting you? Hold slow, man. Okay, cool. You make $250K. I make $50K. I got my little apartment or my little house in the projects. It don't got to be a house in the projects, but $50K really ain't. It's rough out here with $50K. $42K after tax. That's rough. That's rough. Shout out to my brothers making 40, 30, 20K. But I'm just saying. So whatever, I'm making my 50K. I got my little house in a low class neighborhood. I got my little car. I'm sustaining myself. Me coming into your life, contributing my whatever to your life, like how's it hurt? Even if I take my 25K or 30K and invest it for us in our future, how's that hurting you, bitch? Look, let me be real. And see, these women don't value manhood. See, look, I'm gonna be real, man. If I never make another cent in my life, I'm an asset to a bitch life. Just the common sense, discipline, and structure I bring to the table. Just the presence of having a man stand by your side. Women don't realize how many attacks that prevent in itself. Just that I'm standing here with you physically. Like, you know what I mean? Not that I'm some 6'5" nigga, but I look intimidating enough. Like, you know, I might have it on me. Nigga don't want to take that risk. I mean, we can go on for days about all the ways that a man bring value to a woman's life outside of money. But my point is, like, she just basically said it. If a nigga can't match my bag or better, what the fuck I'm gonna do with him? A broke man like a broke hand. I can't do nothing with it. Bitches like that are slow and don't deserve respect. Don't ever fuck with a bitch who have that type of mentality. She doesn't value your manhood. She value your bag. I couldn't be with a woman who just feel like my only purpose is to fight off bad guys and pay some money. No, I'm cool.
I mean, I'm gonna have to be looking out after you.
What about love?
What does that mean? Financially, what does that mean, though?
Yeah, she laughed at what about love? She laughed at what about love? I agree. It's not about love, but it ain't about money either. It's about structure, discipline, legacy, family, righteousness. Yeah, we can put love to the side, but not to replace it with money.
What does that mean? Financially, what does that mean, though? What does that mean? What does that mean on a monthly? What does that mean? Roughly.
Numbers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like 45, 50.
50,000 a month. So you need $50,000 a month.
I'm not sure that there's a person on earth unless you're Jesus, right? And then I would be asking Jesus, like, what you need 50K for? Like, it ain't nothing that we can do here for you for 50,000. Unless you're Jesus, along with all of the rest of the disciples, and they all and Mary, ain't no reason under no circumstances to be giving any woman. She a bad chick, she look good or whatever, but she's a former stripper, so that automatically is a disqualification. There is no reason to be giving a woman $50,000 a month. It is insane.
This is what she doesn't understand. This is just, and this is why they just need to be controlled by men. 90% of them, 95%. Some women do get it. He thinks she's sending out the bat signal. I'm gonna attract a man who make at least 600,000 a year because he heard me say, if you want me, you heard how I came on, the Blackout podcast or whatever. I said you gotta have 50K a month. So she thinks she attracting niggas who make 50K a month by saying she want 50K a month. Even niggas who make 50K a month are repulsed by this. That's what she doesn't get. Her best chance of attracting a 600K a year nigga on here would be to say, I'm cool with just 50,000 a year as long as he a good man to me. That would have got you to 600K, nigga, dingbat. But hey, she's not smart enough to know that.
To be giving a woman $50,000 a month, it is insane. I don't know who these guys are that y'all getting with. And let me be clear, you're not talking to a person that's short on funds. right? I'm not the type of person, I'm not stingy. I'm not short on funds. I like to have fun. I spend a lot of money on whatever it is that I want when I want it. Giving a woman $50,000 a month, which is the equivalent of $600,000 a year, is absolutely out of your mind insane. And I don't care how much money you make. I don't care if you make $50 million a year. I do really, really, really well for myself.
Time. Right. Time. Well, just say the number then, nigga, since you flex it. How much you make, nigga? Since you keep bringing it up, we get it, nigga. But since you keep bringing it up, what's the number then, Anton? I'm happy for you, like real shit. Like I'm not even like I'm happy for you hating. Like I'm happy to see and hear of a black man make it doing really, really well for himself, and it ain't in the underworld. I love to see it. But slow down, nigga. It sound like you're bragging.
Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
Charles, thank you very much.
Dead giveaway.
Really, really well for myself. Under no circumstances would I even give my own daughter $50,000 a month. And I just increased her allowance. Under no circumstance. I don't know what type of women y'all dealing with. I don't know what the mindset of these guys are because somebody did it before or somebody's doing it right now. That's the thing. Somebody did it before or somebody is doing it right now. Are you telling me just from an outward appearance, because you're aesthetically pleasing, because you got a sweet twang to your accent?
That's the reason why she thinks she deserves it. Yes, I'm gonna answer that for you, Twan or Ton. Yeah. Every pretty girl thinks she's entitled to a rich man because she's pretty, or at least six figures because she's pretty. They feel entitled to a nigga who's 6 feet plus, entitled to a nigga who makes six figures, entitled to a nigga in good bit with good dick, just because they're pretty. Yes, 90% of women who feel like they deserve X, Y, and Z is just based on what she look like, what her body look like, something like that. Yes. That's how most women feel who got any type of attractiveness on them. It's not because they're intelligent or loving or nurturing or know how to cook or none of that.
That somebody supposed to come out of 50 bands?
What is true? I can give you the paperwork right
This is
now.
for entertainment
No,
purposes
I'm not
only at
saying
this
that
point.
you're not getting it.
You said I
but hold on, you got a contract?
Listen.
You signed contract? They signed contracts?
But listen, if you allow me, let's say my partner doesn't allow me to work, I am gonna look at you and say, "Are you paying all my bills?" Because in order for me to sit down,
Whose bills
somebody
is
has
that
to pay all my
much?
bills, and not just my bills. I need extra money because you can't give me my bill money and then I'm left with nothing.
Yeah,
I need money to save
and you're
too.
flat. Yep.
Yeah. What kind of bitch ass punk is sitting down an ex stripper and trying to build a life with an ex stripper? These niggas with money are retarded, bro. It's some niggas who are rich who would do it just to have a pretty bitch sitting at the house. I guess that's stupid. Is this fucking camera on me?
Is this camera on me? Yes. That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Why would I pay a bitch $50,000 a month? I mean, I don't know how old she is. She probably could still bear children. I don't know exactly how. What? Hold on. Who is this? What is this bitch name? Aisha Diaz. Of course, hooker shit. I mean, I like look when I see this. I'll pay you $1,000 to fuck your cheeks, and then I'm out. I'm not paying you $50,000 a month to fucking decorate the inside of my house with your body. I'll throw you 500 to glaze your buns. Oh, okay. Let me look at it from the perspective of a nigga who make 50 million a year. Okay. These niggas be paying 10 bands to fuck a bitch. That's crazy to me. But maybe I would have a different perspective if I mean, if you made 50 million a year, 10,000 is like what, $10? $100? Man, I'm about to Google it. I'm about to Google it. Okay, Divine Photo says she 37. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. I'm the realest motherfucker on YouTube talking this red pill shit, breaking down female nature. It's educational. It's entertaining. This is just my live stream channel. So you can subscribe to my live stream channel. But if you want to see my short form content, which is my best content, where I insert the memes and it's funny and all that, it's called Dating Dysfunctions. I'm about to drop the link in the chat. If you appreciate what I'm talking about, hit the Cash App. It's pinned to the top of the chat. PayPal is at the top of the chat, also in the description. Or you could do super chat, super sticker. That's the dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Also, it's 78 people in here, only 38 likes. I don't understand why you wouldn't hit the like button, so I'm going to take it as disrespect. Please take your fat ass finger and hit the like button, please. But back to this hoe. And I don't hate this sister. Look, I'm just talking shit. I mean, she on bullshit. She's probably not a good person, but I still don't hate her. She's still a child of God. Okay, I said that disclaimer. Okay. Let's Google it. Far as frivolous spending, how much is $10,000 to somebody who makes $50 million a year relation to somebody who only makes $50,000 spending $10,000 frivolously? Okay. Okay, so it says compared to 50 million, that's 0.02% of his yearly income, $10,000. So for somebody who make 42,000 after tax, let's see what that would be to a man who just make 50,000 a year, or 42 after tax. What is 0.02% of 42,000? So that's $8.40. So a nigga who make 50 million a year, and let's be real, these rappers don't make 50 million a year. A lot of these niggas got 10 and 20 million probably put away that they worked for 20 years, right? So, and they probably make $1 million or $2 million a year, right? So let's see on a rapper budget, even the legends that make $1 million or $2 million a year, let's see what they can afford to pay this bitch to fuck. Because a nigga making 50 million a year can afford to pay this fucking harlot $10,000 for one nut. Right? But see, here's the thing about women. I'm gonna break down why it's such a bad deal. Let's just say, okay, I make 50 million a year. I'm gonna pay this 10. I like her butt. I want to come on it. I'll pay her 10 bands because I make 50 million a year. Okay, fine. But now the pizzazz has worn off. I paid you the 10,000. I fucked your fluffy cheeks. I blew my load, and now I'm over like the novelty is gone. Now it's just on to the next. Why would I pay you $50,000 a month for years when I already fucked and I'm already over it? I've already come on that pretty face. The novelty is gone. I'm gonna be looking for it. So if anything, I'll pay different bitches $50,000 a month to fuck with different new bitches every month. I'm not gonna pay just you $50,000 a month. That don't even make sense. I'll just pay a different pretty bitch with a nice ass. I'll pay 10,000 to 5 different bitches throughout the month to get a variety, and not have to deal with all their problems and their funky attitude and all that. It's a horrible fucking deal. Even if a nigga is rich and just want to hang around pretty bitches, that's still a terrible deal for him. Typical, just bags, and it's not even a real body. Anyway, well, no, those tits are definitely fake. The ass is probably fake. Yeah, fake. So I'll pay a bitch 10,000 from Colombia who naturally got a body like this, who didn't have to buy it, and who gonna be 10 times sweeter and less entitled. and she gonna kiss my fucking ass that I gave her $10,000. Her dad gonna be calling me like, sir, I just want to thank you. Like, you gonna get treated like a god for that 10 bands. Versus this bitch who just think like 10 bands, that's all. You see what I'm saying? Bullshit.
You can't give me my bill money and then I'm left with nothing.
Yeah,
I need money to save
and you're
too.
flat. Yep.
And that's honestly, that's what really becomes expensive because my bills alone are already really high.
Yeah.
So I need a little bit more. Not just
Why are y'all bills so high? Who's bill? Listen. What are y'all doing? Whose bills require for them to have 50? Whose bills require for you to have 25,000 a month? I'm just keeping it 100, bro. I'm keeping it 1,000. Wow. I've seen the lowest of the lows and the highest of the highs, and I'm trying to understand what are y'all doing every month. If you have one big month or two big months in a row, maybe you did a big time vacation and or it was Christmas and everything popped off or whatever. Every month, that's the type of money that y'all spending on yourself. I ain't talking about employees, businesses. Y'all doing this every month. I'm taking it back.
hair and nails and stuff, but I need a little bit more because I need to be able to save and I need a backup. Because after we break up or anything happens in between me and you, I need security until I can find not another job, but you know what I mean? So I can get back into what I used to do before.
What? But look. Yeah. For a 37-year-old bitch, for a geriatric pregnancy bitch, no. I'll go get me a 22-year-old from Colombia and pay her $2,000 a month, and she'll be happy with it. She'll call her dad back home and talk about how she's living in heaven. The inflation, the whole inflation in America is bonkers.
Into what I used to do before. I don't require my man to do it. Do I expect it? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have to? No. But you can't ask me not to work if you're not willing to handle and take care of all my bills. And plus,
when you say paperwork, what were you referring to? You have a contract that you make them sign?
No, meaning like I can show you guys like how high my bills are.
Okay.
It sounds like a really crazy number, honestly, but it's not just my house where I live at. You know, I have other properties. They got to get paid. You know, sometimes they need a new air conditioner, a new boiler, a filter. And I consider those bills because no matter what, I have to pay for them. So yeah, you pay my house here, but how about my responsibility everywhere else? When they come, you know, I have to make sure you're okay with handling that too.
I don't know what kind of guys that these women are running into, but I'm not seeing it. It's not computing for me. What type?
I'll tell you what type of niggas look. You know, I'm starting to realize when it comes to a pretty bitch, most men are absolutely pathetic. I mean, I'm older. I get it. I've been through this, been through that. I learned to devalue pretty bitches. I've learned the lack of value that most pretty bitches have. These dumbass simp NBA players and rappers will do it. Black men of esteem who built themselves up from scratch, they not doing this goofy shit. A nigga addicted to lean, some rapper addicted to lean might do it. Some NFL player from the projects who ain't never had no pretty bitch. He was just fucking with Tata-liciouses and Quanishas and shit. And he ain't never had no pretty foreign looking bitch. So he'd do this retarded shit to have a pretty face in his house. Pretty pussy sitting on his face. He'll but even then I don't think $50,000 a month for an old stripper bitch. I mean, yeah, you still look good, but you an old stripper bitch. If we had kids, the kids might come up fucked up. Cause you 37. It's a horrible fucking deal. Teamwork make the dream work. If you hustling and get into a bag, keep hustling and get into a bag. In case I fall off, you got me. But you don't think like that because you ain't shit. Look, if you were going to make a relationship work, look, you pretty big ass and all that. If you was going to make a relationship work, you would have made one work by now. This is a pop and drop. She's never going to be in a lifelong lasting relationship, even if she get into a relationship on her deathbed. It's over with. What's the problem? You pretty. You should have already locked down a rich nigga to marry. What's the problem? You 37. What's been going wrong? If you so pretty and you so worthy, why aren't you already married to a billionaire? Or a nigga who make, $6 million a year? What's been the problem? You've been having access to those rooms since you were 18. They were coming into the strip club when you was working at McDonald's. They was coming in there. They was coming everywhere you been at for 20 years. Why you don't already got them if you're that bitch? These women be thinking they that bitch. No, there's women who actually are in the mansion and been married to their rich husband for 10 years and they get whatever they want, whatever Gucci bag, whatever Birkin. She's that bitch. There's a 57-year-old woman who ugly and wrinkly as fuck, but she's sitting in that mansion spending money whenever she feel like it because she's that bitch and you're not.
In it, it's not computing for me. What type of lifestyle are y'all living to where it requires for you to take in $50,000 a month, and that's after tax? So really, you asking for somebody over $1 million because they gotta pay taxes on the money before they give it to you. What are y'all doing every single month, bro?
Well, also, like I said, I mean, I know you, so I know you're not just saying that. Like you've actually,
it's real shit. Yeah,
this is real for you. My question is, what does the man get for that investment? If I'm investing $50,000 a month into you, right?
Facts.
What do I get out of that?
I'm not asking you to invest.
No. I'm just saying. Just like,
I mean, whatever he wants. If you're asking me not to work,
so I
there
get
you go.
The benefit is that you're not working. That's the benefit that I get.
I mean, the benefit, I'm not working. I'm home. I'm being peaceful. I'm making sure everything.
No, go ahead and work. Why are you not working? Why would I ask you not to work? The only time that I would say that you probably don't.
Did you see how she had nothing to say pretty much, y'all? She had nothing to say. I'm not working. So the benefit for me to paying a 40-year-old damn near stripper bitch to sit in my home all day and basically house watch. So wait, hold on. So I should pay a damn near 40-year-old ran through stripper bitch $600K a year to sit in my house while I'm at work and house watch while I'm at work and house sit while I'm at work. Let's start over. So I should pay a damn near 40-year-old ran through stripper $600,000 a year to house sit. You might suck my dick sometime when you feel like it. That's worth $600,000. Is that what you telling me, bitch?
Are you fucking serious, ho? like his.
It costs $600,000 to have a pretty bitch look peaceful in your house while you at work. Make this a separate episode, man. I gotta download. I wish I would have hit the record button. This is a classic stream. I hate to pat myself on the back, but this is a classic fucking live stream right here. This is one of the most classic live streams I've ever done. Yesterday's stream was pretty epic too. I gotta fucking download this one and chop it up. Oh my gosh.
The only time that I would say that you probably don't need to be purposeful, because I think that everybody needs to be busy, being realistic, is if you have children. Because you want to rear your child according to the values of their parents. Is if you have children. Other than that, there's no reason for you not to be purposeful. For you not. Why do I want you just laying around all day while I'm spending? And make no mistake about it, I'm gonna spend 8, 10, 12, 16 hours a day, 7 days a week going to get it. Because that money don't just come out of nowhere. And who can keep that up for the rest of their life? Man, this is crazy, bro.
At the house, I'm cleaning, I'm cooking, and whatever you require.
50,000.
I'm a pleaser, so I'm gonna make sure my man gets whatever he wants. But at the same time, you have to.
Every bitch gonna do that. He can get a bitch from Colombia to do that for $2K a month. That cooking and cleaning, you don't think a rich nigga could find a pretty bitch to cook and clean in his house for less than 600 grand a year? You fucking kidding me? Oh my. Never mind. Never mind.
Whatever he wants. But at the same time, you have to make sure I'm happy. And if you asking
Hell
certain
no.
things of me, you
50,000?
gotta make sure that you can back it up and take care of that too.
Did you hear that? Yeah. Did you hear that? You gotta make sure she happy. She'll do whatever you want, as long as she happy. Why don't I just pay a full-time maid and cook and slut that's gonna do it even when they ain't happy, when they is happy, when I'm talking cool, when I'm talking mad? Why not just pay a bitch directly for those services, and I don't gotta worry about what mood she in, and that don't dictate if the job get done or not. Yep, never mind.
If you asking
Hell
certain
no.
things of me, you gotta
50,000?
make sure that you can back it up and take care of that too.
And truth be told, most men are doing this at some level, whether it's
Yeah,
living.
it doesn't have to be that number, but you
I don't
have
even
to.
be at the crib
You can't
enough to
ask
be
your
cooking and
wife to not
cleaning.
work and just sit home
Not
and
every
do,
day.
absolutely nothing. And then when she asks you
How
for
is it getting
something
dirty?
simple as, "Hey, can I have some money for my hair and nails?" You're tripping.
This bitch, hold on. She was just talking like she got all these businesses in real estate, and you still worried about getting your hair and nails done by a man? You hear this slow hoe? She talking about a man who make millions a year, and she talking about some petty, frivolous hood rat shit like getting her hair and nails done. You could take the hood rat bitch out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the rat. Hair and nails done. We having $1 million conversations, and this bitch talking about hair and nails.
All y'all do the same shit, whether if you was some homeless shit trying to dig cigarettes out of a trash can or you living in the White House.
My hair and nails, you're tripping.
Fellas, I never want to hear that investing in the market is too expensive or stock club too expensive. Because if you got to give up 50 off top, I want a shit out of you.
This is crazy, man. Listen, bro. I'm curious as to what y'all think. Make sure y'all tap.
I'm out, y'all. I'm out. I'll catch y'all on the flippity flip. I might come back tonight. Everybody subscribe, hit the like button. If you like the content, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to Dating Dysfunctions, my regular channel. Thank y'all for rocking with me. We had a great stream this morning. We had like up to 80 something people in here. We usually get 15 to 20, so appreciate all y'all. Catch y'all on the flippity flip. This is a motherfucking classic. I'm out. Remember, how you treat others is your karma. How others treat you is their karma. Be nice to people because God's watching. And remember, I'm a nice guy. I just play an asshole on the internet, and I have never done anything remotely wrong my entire life ever. Keep your blood sugar and your blood pressure down to keep the reaper from coming around. Make sure you get your yearly checkup so Satan don't catch up. RB Sensei out.